Do you still feel this way? That you have to be strong all the time? That you can't afford to fall? That you must never make mistakes? That people are watching, so you hide your fear inside? I used to live like that too. I pushed myself to prove I was capable and kind and worthy. Even when my body was tired and my heart was aching, I'd whisper to myself, "It's okay. At least I'm trying my best." And then I'd keep going. It took time for me to realize, yes, I was living with effort. But in trying so hard to become someone admirable, I was slowly walking away from who I really was. So now, I want to say this. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need to be better than others. You don't need to know everything. And when it's too heavy, you're allowed to pause. You're allowed to rest. It's okay to set down the weight you've been carrying. Make space to gently pat your own shoulder and say, "You're doing just fine." And that's enough. Life is a long journey. Maybe if we carry a little less, we can walk a little farther, a little slower too, with less pain and more peace. Now, these days, there's a lot of talk about mental health, isn't there? Things like stress, anxiety, depression, all have a place in our lives. Maybe because we talk about them more, we're able to recognize them sooner. Maybe because we're more willing to listen to what our bodies and minds are telling us. Or maybe because we're connected to more stories of people who are struggling and healing. Whatever it is, it's good to keep talking. It's good to keep creating space for these conversations. But sometimes, in between all of this, I feel like we forget something else. We forget to remind ourselves of the quiet strength within. You see, life isn't always fair. It has its ups and downs, twists and turns. There will be times when you feel like you're not enough, that you're not doing enough. When your mind plays tricks on you, your heart pounds a little too hard, or your hands tremble a little too much. In those moments, it's easy to feel afraid, ashamed, even weak. But here's the thing, my friend. You don't have to pretend to be invincible. You don't have to convince yourself that you're not experiencing any of this. Because that's not true, is it? You're only human, and being human means being allowed to feel all the feels, the happy ones and the not-so-happy ones. So when life knocks you down, when you feel like you're not enough, let yourself feel it. Let yourself experience it. Don't try to push it away or pretend it doesn't exist. Because when you do that, all you're doing is holding on to something that doesn't belong to you, something that doesn't define you. You see, when life knocks you down, the most important thing you can do is to acknowledge it, to sit with yourself and say, "Hey, I'm here. I'm going through a tough time right now. But that's okay. I'm allowed to feel this way." When you do that, you start to free yourself from the burden of perfection, from the need to be better than everyone else. You start to discover the beauty of being simply human. This imperfection, this brokenness, it's what makes you wonderfully, uniquely you. It's where your strength lies. So the next time you feel like you're not enough, the next time you stumble and fall, don't beat yourself up. Don't try to pick yourself up and move on without acknowledging it. Instead, take a moment to appreciate your humanity, to celebrate the fact that you're alive, that you're feeling, that you're experiencing all that life has to offer. Because that, my friend, is the greatest strength of all. You are stronger than you think you are. You are braver than you believe. And you are more loved than you can imagine. Always remember that you're doing just fine, and that's enough.